Hey, Brandon, man, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, Quinn. Just glad to be here on this Memorial Day here at ARI, ready to shoot this super rig I got behind me here.
Exactly, man. And I want to thank you for coming down and working with me this weekend. And I know it's the holiday, but I couldn't resist coming down and seeing this. We've been waiting on this bad boy to get done. And the name associated with this truck is Outstanding. And it is really a famous name, right?
Absolutely, it is, Quinn.
So, guys, we're going to be looking at Mr. Vince Lombardi's rig. And you heard me right, Vince Lombardi, but it's not that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get an opportunity to introduce you to Mr. Vince Lombardi. Vince, how you doing, sir? Come on over.
Thanks, Gwen. Pretty good. How are you?
Fantastic, sir. Thank you for taking this opportunity to spend your holiday with me. And I know you're a very busy man, so we're going to try to get this all done today. But I want to thank you, because this is an outstanding rig. We had an opportunity to go around and look at everything, but now I want to get your perception and your words from the owner as to what all brought this to come together. So if you could you introduce me to this beautiful Peterbilt sitting behind you?
This is Mary Jane.
Mary Jane, okay.
Mary Jane. You can't smoke it, but you can get a buzz driving it.
All right, I like that.
Yeah, this is our third big bunk. We had a older W9 with a 144 rear door, and then I hurt my back, so I had to get rid of that. Couldn't push the clutch anymore, so we bought a 168 Volvo. Feeling a lot better now, and I wanted to get back into a hood, so went with a 389. I've never owned a Pete. I've had just about everything else, but I figured it's time to get a Pete, so made a phone call, talked to Peterbilt, and then come over and talked to Brandon, and we put everything together, and this is the end result.
And it is absolutely awesome. Brandon, when you got the call from Mr. Lombardi, tell me, what was it like? Did you really associate the name, or was it? What was your first impression?
Oh no, we've known Vince for a while. I knew who Vince was. I knew it wasn't the Green Bay Packer coach calling me. So, but no, he called and said he had some nice ideas to put together on a P389, and him and his wife. We made lots of prints to get this thing dialed into exactly where they wanted it. So it was a long process.
Oh, and a beautiful process at that. We had an opportunity to look through it a little bit earlier, and it is absolutely stunning and just overwhelming. What was some of the highlights that actually brought this unit together for you, Vince?
Actually, I spec'd the truck and did the exterior. Everything, with the exception of the sound bar, was all Tammy, my wife. I mean, she spent, I can't tell you how many times I woke up in the middle of the night and she's sitting there on her phone looking at countertops and flooring and backsplash and door handles, and it's just been a labor of love, you know, and everything on the inside has to be credited to her.
Outstanding.
There's been a ton of changes, and she really, with Brandon's help, you know, both of them together got this thing dialed in perfect. We just couldn't be happier. So
tell me a little bit about it. What's the wheelbase on this?
It's a 356 wheelbase. We went with a full custom sleeper. It's a 178. Just because of the long wheelbase and the kingpin setting on our trailer, you know, every little bit helps. So
yeah. So why didn't you go with that 180?
You know, it's just for people to ask questions, you know, because that's going to be for what's the difference, 180, 170, well, 2 inches. you know, it's what I wanted, and that's, you know, I felt comfortable with that, and it's better to be safe than sorry. If I built a 180 and it didn't work, then what would I do? So
exactly,
you know,
exactly.
It's just something that needs to be done.
So Brandon, on a unit like this, now, like I said, we went through the unit. It is absolutely beautiful. You really did some engineering feats on this one. I love the interior layout. What was one of the key things that made this unit stand out? I heard you tell me earlier this was one of the exciting units for you. What made it so exciting for you?
Oh, absolutely. Just everything that went in it, Quinn. The detail, the attention to detail. not only on the outside, what you're seeing here, but everything on the inside is just, it's absolutely beautiful. Everything that Tammy had picked out, the countless hours of her researching, everything that she wanted to go into this thing was just outstanding.
So everything that went into this, Vince, everybody's gonna wonder, okay, what does he haul with this big unit? To educate the general public, what is it that you actually do with this beautiful rig?
We haul special commodities for TTL, which is Total Transportation Logistics. They're an agent for Mayflower. And like I said, special commodities, mostly it's electronics. You know, there's a lot of high value freight that, you know, you just need to have white glove service, take a little extra special care with. And that's what we do.
So
Hospital equipment.
Hospital equipment, correct.
hospital equipment, all right. So a lot of the guys want to know, and gals want to know, what does a unit like this weigh?
I haven't put it on the scale yet, but you know, we should be right around 29,000 pounds.
And what kind of trailer do you pull with this?
I pull a 51-foot spread axle electronics trailer. Has a lift gate on the back.
And guys, you heard him, he hauls a hospital equipment. So Vince, you could get into some pretty tight spots with that, and you don't have a problem maneuvering this bad boy around, right?
Not at all. And actually, the W9 we had was just as long as this one. And you know, I've been doing this since 1976, so after the first couple hundred times, it gets easy. So not a problem at all.
So the key thing now, what made you want to come down to ARI and get a big unit like this?
Well, just seeing all the previous units that they built, you know, and we took our time. We shopped around. There was a couple other manufacturers that we looked at, and you know, it just, ARI just seemed to have what we wanted, and were able to accommodate our ideas.
And Brandon, with a unit like this, everybody wants to know, you know, I'm not a big stickler on throwing price tags and stuff out there, but with a 178, how high is this?
This is 102 high.
102 high. What would a unit like this in ballpark figures, what would it be?
Oh, it just depends on a lot of the options, you know, people want to put in, whether they want to put customer supplied items in, their own tile and just things like that. Just a lot of variances and stuff, but typically you could be in that ballpark from $130,000 to $170,000 roughly.
Outstanding. And with guys, if you just watched us walk around and go inside the truck, it is absolutely beautiful. I love the two-tone effect that's going on with this, and the wheelbase, everything is just flowing. Vince, at this point, we want to take an opportunity to do some special thanks. Is there anyone you'd like to send some special thanks to?
Well, Quinn, being it's Memorial Day, I think it's only fitting that we need to thank the people that made the ultimate sacrifice to afford us to be here.
Amen.
And live, you know, in a country that, you know, we can do this. Second, which she's going to say, why wasn't I first? My wife. Again, she put countless hours into designing the inside of the sleeper, and you know, we run team, and you know, I'd be lost without her. I mean, she's my right hand.
Awesome.
And again, the good Lord above for affording us, you know, the privilege, and TTL to put us in a position to make what we make and be able to do what we do.
Outstanding. And guys, we got Brandon. Brandon, I know you're constantly putting big rigs out. We're going to be doing a shoot here in a little bit. We got a real famous rig that's sitting over here right beside us, but the main thing we're going to be looking at, ARI has actually been doing some outstanding stuff over the years, and by this being the first opportunity for Elegance on 18 Wheels to come out this year, I want to thank you personally and Mr. Lombardi for letting me come down and working with me this weekend. And we got some stuff, guys, that is unbelievable. Brandon, thank you so very much. And Mr. Lombardi, thank you so very much for being here. Is there anything else you guys would like to add to it?
I would just say one thing I want to add, Quinn, is that, you know, what a spectacular day to shoot this super rig on ARI's 20th anniversary.
Outstanding.
This
All
year.
right.
It's
All
been
right.
20 years, Quinn. We've been in business, and you know, as the years go on, we keep building bigger and better rigs, and I know you love it.
Yes, I do. I am in paradise, guys. Wait till you see how we got these trucks lined up. So on that note, guys, I've got the legend, Mr. Vince Lombardi, and the other legend, Brandon Sturgis, right here, ARI. We're looking at some beautiful rigs. Thank you for coming on board with us again, and wait till you see what we're gonna be doing next. All right, guys, thank you so very much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Quinn.
Thanks, Quinn.
Okay, Brandon, man. Okay, we got this beautiful rig down here, and man, it's time to look on the inside because I know I got the audience going crazy here. Show me this beautiful rig, please.
Absolutely, Quinn. Come on, let's go inside.
Let's do that.
First, I'll point out, Quinn, the PVC tile that we put in the step well.
Wow.
Something Tammy found. It's the first PVC tile I had ever seen. It turned out excellent.
It is indeed.
Looks fantastic.
Oh,
As we
wow.
get up in here,
Absolutely beautiful.
it's just absolutely beautiful. Tammy wanted to do a two-tone theme in here with the white cabinets up top and the black cabinets on the bottom with some translucent white countertops
Oh, wow.
that you can actually see the LED lighting come all the way through the countertops.
Oh, this is throughout the whole sleeper then,
Yes,
isn't it? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
the
Beautiful.
dinette table and the office desk here, all the LED lighting is showing through. They did a customer supplied 23-inch enclosed ceiling fan,
Mm-hmm.
and then we put the 43-inch customer supplied smart TV there on the driver's sidebar. It really rocks, and it also has the removable rear speakers so that you can set these behind your head and really rock out
Look
and
at
get that true surround sound. Customer supplied fabric for their wedge cushions. That looks amazing.
It does. Wow. Unbelievable.
And the thing that Tammy fretted about for so long, countless, endless, sleepless nights, was this tile backsplash that turned out excellent.
Unbelievable. Look at that, guys. Beautiful.
And then in the shower, they did a water-saving shower faucet that recycles the cold water, brings up hot water into the faucet, so when they step in there to take a shower, they're not wasting any cold water. And again, they did the PVC tile up top.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And let me take a look up here. Brandon and Mr. Lombardi introduced me to the captain's chair seat.
Captain's chair.
What do we have here? Explain to me your layout, because I know every owner operator has his own application for his gauges and stuff. What was your idea on packaging this one?
Well, I really didn't want the smart nav. We have our ELD, which is somewhat of a GPS. I have my own GPS, so I really didn't need that navigation system, and it took away for some gauges. I put the Kingpin release just because I'm lazy. I don't like reaching underneath the trailer, and not that we drop the trailer a lot, but when you do, you know, for service or whatever, you know, it's just easier to hit that and you don't have to reach under the trailer.
Okay.
I just maximize the switches. Everything is just where we want it. You know, it's pretty basic.
This is actually, and guys, yes, he has a stick shift. This is not an automatic unit. So is this the 13 or is this the
It's the 18.
18?
Yeah, we have a 565 Cummins 2050 torque, 18 speed, sitting on 325 rears,
Okay.
on low pro 22.5 tires.
Outstanding. Well, guys, you just had an opportunity to see the entire layout, and once again, Brandon and everyone did an excellent job on it, and we're having fun. And wait till you see the rest of this big rig. Everybody, let's go love this truck.